Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to be taking a look at New Zealand yen, as it is still on our watch list for a seasonal long. So we spoke about Kiwi yen at the start of the month. The reason being was because seasonally the New Zealand dollar is the strongest currency of November, and the Japanese yen is meant to be the weakest currency in November. However, we've seen the opposite, and on the strength meter we've talked about the fact that the yen is at the lows, but it's starting to strengthen slightly, and Kiwi is still remaining in the top half of the strength meter. Now, what that basically means is that the yen is still technically weak. However, it's gaining strength, but it's mostly gaining strength against those weaker currencies, and we've known recently that the euro has been fairly weak, the pound has been fairly weak, and the Australian dollar. So that's what the Swiss franc is really gaining against. Doesn't mean that it's going to be continued, doesn't mean that it's not going to reverse or anything like that. It's just showing us that there's potential for the yen to start to strengthen. However, seasonally it still is bearish, and it is still technically weak on that strength meter. And if we have a little quick look here at Kiwi yen, we are back at key support. So the market has come and retested 79.66, or around this 80 area at least, and this could be an area where buyers step back in, because if we look at this weekly chart on the left hand side, price rejected this area quite significantly, and we saw some huge moves to the downside. So if this is going to continue, we could see buyers step in back at this area. If we look at the trend on the weekly now, we can see that the market is making higher highs and higher lows. So what we should be looking for are those areas where the market could form a higher low, and we could see the market transition back into an uptrend here, or an impulsive phase at least, because you can see in this retracement phase through here, the market has been forming a downtrend on the 4-hour time frame. So we moved sideways, we broke out of that, we made lower lows and lower highs. Okay, if that changes, then we could be seeing that transition from here into that impulsive phase. Okay, if it doesn't change and we see the continuation of this 4-hour downtrend, then the likelihood is that we're going to go to the next area of support, which is around about this 78.45 level. Okay, and we see that continued downward move. We then may see buyers step in at that point, but all going to depend on the strength and weakness of the currencies. At the moment, the yen is gaining a little bit of strength. Kiwi is still bullish, still looking for long opportunities. Seasonally, yen should be weak, so what we're trying to look for is that sort of move to where the yen starts to fade on that little bit of strength that we're seeing at the moment, and then look for those long opportunities. What I'm going to be looking for on the 4-hour time frame is the change in trend, as we've just looked at with that slight downtrend on this retracement. Like I said, if this changes, we could start to see some upside, and you can actually see that the impulsive phases on this 4-hour time frame are starting to slow down. Okay, if I highlight this area here, you can see that the impulse are starting to get shallower. Okay, that usually is a sign that the market could start to change trend. What we could be looking for here are those reversal patterns now, so things like double bottom patterns, inverse head and shoulders patterns, anything like that could be an opportunity to start buying the market. So one thing that I'm going to look for, if I just zoom in on this 4-hour time frame, well, what we can see at the moment is, firstly, we've broken out of a trend line resistance. Okay, not the hugest fan of trend lines, but you can see that there's a clear one here where the market has rejected, broken out. What I am interested in particular is this little area down here, around about 80.10. The market found some support there. We consolidated underneath it. We broke out, found support right to the upside. So if price comes back here and forms a higher low and then a higher high pattern, that would confirm to us that this is going to start moving into that impulsive phase. And that's what I'm going to be looking for in order to start longing the market here on Kiwi yen, back up into these highs around about that 81.70 level where we saw some strong selling activity. So keep an eye on Kiwi yen. It is seasonally bullish. looking for that change in trend, looking for that potential long opportunity. Thanks for watching this video update. If you did enjoy it, please leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex content, and I'll speak to you in the next video.